Hello everyone, welcome to the second video in this series. In previous video, we have discussed about this diagram. So let me take you through one more time. So to install the Docker, we need a Windows machine, right? So let's take this example. So take a physical machine or any virtual machine, which consists of CPU, memory, and hard disk. So on top of that, if you can install a Windows server, any version 2017 or 2019, and we need to bring the virtualization technology to this Windows server by enabling the Hyper-V concept. And on top of that, we can install the Docker engine. Using the Docker engine, we can able to create the Windows Docker containers. So to demonstrate this, I have created a Windows machine inside my AWS account. And let's go to that Windows machine. And here you can see this machine is having two hard disks. C drive is consists of 100 GB and D drive is consists of 50 GB. And let's go to the specifications of this machine. It is nearly having a 32 GB memory and 8 vCPUs, and the OS version is 2019. Okay, so first we'll try to install Docker engine in Windows Server, and then we'll try to advance the concept. Okay, so first of all, we need to make some prerequisites. We need to configure some prerequisites inside the Windows Server. So first of all, I would like to install a package manager for Windows called Chocolatey. With this Chocolatey package manager, we can able to install the applications inside the Windows with very easy commands. Okay, let's install this package manager. And if you go to their official documentation page, you can get this command to install the Chocolatey package manager. Try to install the same. This command will try to download the Chocolatey package from the internet. Once it is downloaded, we'll try to install Google Chrome and Visual Studio Code. Okay, first we'll try to check Google Chrome is installed or not. I'm browsing for the Chrome browser. It's not available. And I'm searching for the Visual Studio Code editor. That is also not available. Let's go and install those two packages using this Chocolatey. So to install the packages, we need to execute this choco. Install Google Chrome. Here you can see it is trying to installing the Google Chrome. Let's wait for it to complete. It's taking a little bit time. We'll wait for that. All right, so Chocolatey install the Google Chrome. Let's check that. Here you go. Google Chrome's application is already installed on the machine. The similar way, we'll try to install the Visual Studio Code as well. choco.exe install VS Code -y to answer yes to all. So it is trying to download the Visual Studio Code from the internet, and it will try to install the Visual Studio Code editor inside the Windows Server. In the meantime, I'll try to open the Chrome browser. There you go. Visual Studio Code is already installed, also installed now. And let's verify that. Yeah, Visual Studio Code is already installed. It's opening. All right, so I have documented the installation process of a Docker in my Git repository. So we'll try to open that repository now. github.com/sarg/docker windows. There is a spelling mistake, just a minute. github.com/ okay, I'm searching for a repository called Docker Windows. I'll share this repository URL in this description link so that you can also have a look. And first of all, we need to go through this installation document and to install the Docker engine. And let's go step by step. Let me increase the font so that it will be visible clearly. All right. So first of all, we need to check the Windows version. To check that Windows version, we have a command called winver. In short, it will give you the version of the Windows. As you can see, 2019, the version build number is 1809. All right. So first of all, as I discussed, we need to enable the HyperV function to bring the virtualization concept. So to check that whether the HyperV is enabled or not, we need to execute this command. Let's execute this. By default, it is not enabled. Here you can see the state is disabled. So we need to enable this feature first, and then we need to and then we can install the Docker. To install Docker, Hyper-V is required, and to enable the Hyper-V function, either you can execute this command, and for most of the reasons, this command is not working, and so first try with this command. If this command is working, then you can able to easily enable the Hyper-V function with one command. So if this command is not working, I'm just providing you another two alternative commands. Just try to execute these two commands to enable the Hyper-V. Enable Windows option feature online. Feature name is Microsoft Hyper-V with no restart option. It's downloading the required packages, and it will enable the Hyper-V function. Okay. For this command, restart is not needed. And then now try to install the Windows feature, Hyper-V tools. And during this installation process, we might need to restart the machine a couple of times, because restart is required to apply the changes what we are installing inside the Windows server. Once this command is completed, then we need to install the on-get PowerShell module. Basically, it's a repository to install the Docker. Let's execute this command once that is finished. It's finished. You must restart this server to finish this installation process. Okay, so before proceed further, so here you can see it's throwing a warning. So once you enable this Hyper-V tools, we need to restart this machine. I will restart this machine and I'll come back. All right, the machine is restarted, and we need to check whether the Hyper-V is enabled in this machine or not. So for this, we need to execute get Windows optional features -online, future name is Microsoft Hyper-V. Previously, it was disabled. Now it is enabled. The state is enabled. Here you can see. That means Hyper-V is enabled, and now we can proceed to install the Docker. Right. So first of all, we need to install the package, repository, Docker repository inside this. For this, we need to execute this command: install module. Name is Docker MSFT provider. Repository is PS gallery -force. This is a repository. From this repository, we can able to download the Docker, and we can install the Docker inside the Windows server. Press Y to accept. It's installed the repository. Let's check how many available package providers are there inside this machine with this command. Get package provider list available. Here you can see Docker MSFT provider is already installed, and it is up to date. And let's check the Docker provider. The information which is related to the Docker provider. Here you can see with this command. And let's validate whether we install the official package provider for this Docker or not. So with this get package source command, we can get to know from which location the Docker is going to download. So here you can see. So from this, we can ensure that this is an official website, and this is an official Docker package provider. All right, so now install the latest version of Docker with this command with the install package name is Docker, provider name is the provider name. Press Y to accept. After this installation, it will ask to restart the machine again, because restart is needed for this Docker to be configured. Now the Docker is installed, and it is giving the warnings like a restart is required to enable the container features. Please restart your machine. And to restart this, we can execute this command restart computer -4. It will try to restart the machine, and I will restart, and I'll come back. All right, the machine is restarted, and we can check the service of the Docker with this command. Docker service, get service. The name of the service is Docker. Here you can see running Docker engine, and we can get the version of Docker. The version of the Docker is install the enterprise version, and here you can check the version is 19.0.3.5. As of recording this video, the Docker version is this one, and you can see the server and client versions both. And Docker is built on Go language, and you can see the Go portion is 1.12.12. And here you can see the OS architecture type is Windows AMD 64. And to get the auto completion for your Docker commands, so we need to install this auto completion commands. Let me install this. Import, the scope is current user, posh-docker. This particular command will try to install the module of the Docker commands auto completion, so that it will be very easy for us to type the Docker commands with the auto completion. Press Y to accept all, and it is downloading and unzipping, and it is completed. And let's load the module to the system. Import module posh-docker. Let's verify that whether we are getting the auto completion or not. I'm just typing dock and then I'm pressing tab. It is auto completing. And to check the version, I'm just pressing 3 words VER, and I'm pressing auto tab. It coming up. There you can see auto completion is working perfectly. Docker, and then info. So this command will give you the information of the Docker engine. And here you can see the server, as this is a fresh installation machine. Containers are 0, running is 0, past is 0, stopped is 0, and images are 0. Server version is this one. And the storage driver. And for the storage driver for the Windows based Docker, it is Windows filter. For other Linux operating systems, one you can see overlay 2 and AUFS, AutoFS. Okay, let's check that. Docker storage drivers. Here you can see the overlay 2 and AUFS. Overlay 2 or AUFS, that is for Ubuntu. And for other machines, you can see, so for CentOS and Fedora, you can see overlay 2. But when it comes to the Windows, the storage driver is Windows filter. Okay, and you can see the OS type is Windows, architecture type is 64-bit, how many CPUs that you have, 8 vCPUs, and the memory, 32 GB memory, and name of the operating system, and what is the root directory. So in Linux, the root directory for the Docker is /var lib docker. But when it comes to the Windows, this is the location for the Docker. So let's go and validate the path. There you can see. So we have a folder structure called containers, and plugins, swarm, trust, volumes, and images also is there. All right. So this is the root directory of the Docker when it comes to the Windows. And here you can see the Docker images, nothing. Docker container ls, nothing. And Docker system df. This command will give you the overall information of the Docker engine, how many images that you have, how many containers that you have, how many local volumes that you have, and what is the build cache and all. So as of now, there is nothing. So this is how we can install the Docker inside a Windows server. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video, and we'll try to launch a container, and we'll see how to connect to the container, how to play around with it. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay safe, stay healthy, and let's learn together. Bye for now.